right, baby. Talk your shit Monday. Let's get it. Feeling your last. A lot of stories in the studio, huh?
Nah, I think shit felt crazy walking in here.
We're recording. We've been recording. Well, before we start and get into, I want to say a dope story. I always like to bring it back and how I met Laz. Str8Kash, as a lot of you know him as.
Here we go.
This was the summer of high school. We're like, 14, 15 years old? And you know, in high school, everybody's a gangster. Everybody wants to be a gangster. But when it's time to do gangster shit, nobody shows up. So there was, I can't get too much into details, but there's some guy that owed me some money. And we're young. Last had a Charger, a black Charger on 22s. One of the first persons in high school, one of the first people to be riding around with a Charger on 22s. We're riding around looking for this guy. This guy been owing me some money. And I was broke back then. So every dollar that I got owed meant the world to me. We get some knowledge of the guys in Perrine. We go to Perrine. Driving around. It was a bad neighborhood. That was back in what, 2005?
I was like in 2007. I was like in 2008.
No, we're supposed to be class of 10.
I met Jesse in 2007.
So that was a year, 2008. 2008, they tell me this guy's in Perrine. I'm really about it. I need to get my money. And this is true story. This ain't no bullshit. This ain't no cap. This is not no bullshit for the media.
When Perrine was Perrine.
Perrine was P-Rine. It's not now. Now Perrine got $500,000 home. But Perrine was very dangerous back then in the early 2000s. So we're driving around looking for this cat, boom, and I see him. I'll never forget. It's a apartment complex. The whole hood is outside. You know, I'm a Chico. Let's park the car right here, and I pull out. Hey, yo. I go, what up, my brother? Where the fuck's my money? The whole hood starts coming out. I start getting closed in, and I'm ready to die. You know, when you're in high school, you're a dumbass. I'm ready to die. I had nothing to live for.
You were wild ass nigga.
We're wild. Loped out. The whole hood is coming out. Boom, I'm making a big old show. I'm about to get killed. There was, like 15, 20 people deed up. And where's my money?
It's like a whole cookout type thing. Like
a whole cookout in the hood. You know, everybody's outside in the hood. Where's my money? I'm going nuts trying to get my money. This guy's going crazy. He ain't going to pay me. I notice the circle starts to get closer, closer, closer. And I feel like, that's it. The lions are going to eat me alive. And I'm getting nervous. I'm shitting my pants, but I was really about that. I was ready to die that day. And I look over at Laz. I had just met Laz. I go, Laz, you got my back? He looked at me. Let's go, motherfucker! The whole crowd, pop the trunk. We're going crazy. We're acting like we had a gun in the trunk.
What did we have in the trunk, Pat?
We had nothing in the trunk. But me saying pop the trunk gave us a couple more seconds to stay alive because they were like, whoa, these chicos, what they got in the trunk? But there was nothing in the trunk. There's 40 people deep. This shit is nuts. And I'll never forget, some fat boy comes from the back and he goes, yo, Chico, you gonna die out here. What you doing out here, man? I'm like, man, this motherfucker owes me some money. I need to collect my money, this and that. He goes, hey, goes into his pocket, takes out a couple hundred. They owe me a couple hundred, 150 bucks, 200 bucks that I was about to lose my life over. Because when you're young, you're reckless and you're dumb. He goes into his pocket, gives me a couple $100 bucks, puts it in my hand. He goes, hey, Chico, you good, man. Get from around here. Get from around here. And I go like that, get the money. That's right. Let's go, Laz, jump in the car. And we booked it. Boom, we left. And that time, I looked and I'm in the car. We're driving to a gas station to buy something to drink. And I go, damn, this motherfucker's crazier than me. Because I know where I come from. You know, I know what I was about. And I had just met Laz in high school. We went to Ferguson. There was a bunch of soft nerds that everybody thought they were gangster. But when it was time to do gangster shit, nobody showed up. 15, 16 years old, he looked at me in my eyes. He did his prayer, and he says, Fat, I got your back. Let's go. That car ride, I go, damn, this motherfucker's a real guy. And from there on, shit, the rest is history. We got so many stories.
Well, they started treating us real different in Perrine after that.
Well, we go to the gas station. We pull up in the gas station. We went to buy some shit. We come out, and you know the hood, the news flows around immediately. When I come out, you're the Chico from 104. Hey, Chico, you crazy, dog. And the whole hood starts to come. These two Chicos are wild out here. They shake my head. Chico, you the truth, man. You the truth. We go in there. We walk in with our fucking chest up high. Buy our shit. Come on. The whole hood was outside looking at us like, these Chicos wild. And from there on, we made a stamp in Perrine. So for everybody that knows those stories, they know those stories.
No, and honestly, that helped us a lot because
No, it saved our life. Because, yeah, when it's like when you go to jail, you know the story they say, when you get locked up, punch the first motherfucker in the mouth so nobody fucks with you. That's what we did in a vicious neighborhood. We went in there and we were ready to punch the first motherfucker. And you know how it is. Once they know you really about it, nobody fucked with us. Nobody fucked with us. It opened our gates in Perrine. It kind of opened your gates to start your career. That you had a, you know.
Our first video shooting the projects over there. Shooters.
Correct, shooters.
With Steve.
I remember.
Shout out my brother Steve, Ghost Money, Video Bandits. Y'all go check him out. It's my brother for life.
That opened a lot of gates. We shot the first music video. Because Laz, if you guys don't know, he's Str8Kash and he blew up with the music. But let's bring it back before, because we're jumping stories. Let's bring it back. What made you want to be a rapper? I remember perfect. I know exactly where I was at. We're in the barber shop, and one of our barbers is cutting up a young man that had a couple tats all over his arm, and he goes, "Hey, Fat." You know, I was always investing, and I was always ready to put my money to work, and you know, I put money to work since a young age. He goes, "Hey, Fat, this nigga right here wants to become a rapper." I'm like, all right, what's up? He's like, he has the whole songs, he has the whole hit. He introduces us to Stitches. Mm-hmm. Stitches gets up in his chair. He goes, "What up, boy?" Talking all that record. I was like, okay, put some music. I want to hear. I want to see what it's about. And what I liked about Stitches, that he was very confident. You know, he was talking like he already blew up. And I go, what's your game plan? Because, you know, to become a rapper, it's hard out here. Let's get real, you know. It's not that easy to come out here and jump into this industry.
He was pulling it with his mind from the beginning.
He was pulling it with his mind. So he tells me just like this to me and Laz. We're in the barbershop. He's like, I'm going to do this tattoo because he didn't have the Stitch tattoo. I'm going to do this tattoo. I got the song. I got where I'm going to place it. I need to put 15 racks. And at that time, they used World Star Hip Hop. Yeah. I need 15,000 for World Star Hip Hop to promote my video. And I need another like 10,000 for the video. It was a total of like $30,000 investment.
He had his shit down packed, his formula down packed, and I give it to him to this day. Stitch, you did it, dog, with that,
No, he did.
He had the plan in his head, and he executed it, and it happened.
And he executed it.
It happened.
And when he tells me the story, I buy it. You know, I buy the project. I like it because I like his confidence. I'm gonna do this. I put the music. We put the music in the barbershop. Boom, he starts rapping it, and we're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. We said we were gonna do the deal. It was my first investment into music, so he had his whole shit. We're gonna do this, but I don't know what happened across the week when it was time to get ready. I wasn't 100% sure. That's me later. I wasn't 100% sure. So at the end, I bail out. I go, Fat, Laz, you know what? I'm not gonna invest in this guy. I don't know this guy. I'm not gonna put 30 racks.
It's a little shaky too. It's a little shaky.
You know, you just met him. Fuck that. I'm not gonna do it. You sure, Fat? Coño, this is last minute. He's waiting for us. We gotta do this. And I told him, nah, man. I'm not gonna invest in that. I pass. Boom. I stayed like that. That night or the day after, Laz calls me. He goes, Fat, how about if I become the rapper? And I told him, what do you mean? I started laughing. I go, what do you mean, Laz? What do you mean you're going to become a rapper, this and that? Do you even had a song? But the motherfucker had a song already written and scripted. He already had a song written.
Remember that day?
I remember that.
In the house?
He goes, pull up to my house if you want to hear my song. This and that. Oh, man, that's just crazy. He don't lost his mind now. He don't lost his mind. I pull up to the house. He's ready with his presentation. He had the charger, basing, I think.
Benz.
No, he already had a Benz. He opens the doors. Had a great sound.